Hello everyone, my name is Holy Knight Clown, and I am back with a new in-depth video. Today's video is going to cover the stats and performance of the Enforcer G26 pistol, as well as give loadout builds and strategies that may help you when using this gun. The Enforcer is one of the DLC pistols that was released in the 1.08.22 update, and by itself costs 400 Uncharted points to buy and takes 800 downs to unlock all of the hero weapons and attachments. I absolutely loved the Enforcer to the point where it might be my favorite gun in the game, so I was very excited to make this video and bring awareness to the insane stats of this gun. I use this gun both as a primary and a secondary firearm, and it works well for both uses, but you need to consider the attachments accordingly. When I use this gun as a secondary, I don't run any mods on it, but when I run it as a primary, like in a pistol only loadout, I like to run mods or use hero weapon variants. For the sake of this video, I'm going to recommend certain mods based on what I would use if I was going to run it as a primary. We start off with a rate of fire, which is one of the biggest highlights of this gun, at about 440 rounds per minute, making it the fastest firing semi-automatic weapon in the game. This can be a little overwhelming at first, but you'll get used to it eventually, and soon you'll be shooting this gun like it's fully automatic. The clip capacity is reasonable for the pistol category at 15 rounds standard, and 20 rounds with a mod at 2 loadout points. This is a good mod considering how fast it can empty its clip, and even though 2 loadout points is one of the more expensive mods for the Enforcer, it is still very cheap when you look at the big picture. The starting ammo is 75 standard, and 100 rounds with the mod at 1 loadout point. I can see how this mod may be useful, but overall I would avoid it because it takes up the valuable mod slot, and as long as you're KOing enemies, you will be getting more ammo back than it takes to down, up to a max of 120. You can even use Scavenger 1 to get even more ammo if you feel that's what you need. The reload speed takes a ballistic 1 second to recharge your clip, and 0.75 seconds with a mod at 1 loadout point. This is a great use of a loadout point, as it makes the reloads almost unnoticeable and can give you that edge over your opponents. The aim strafe speed is a good 2.8 meters a second, and does not have an available mod to increase it. It's always important to move while aiming, and this standard speed allows you to do this very effectively. The blind fire on the Enforcer is incredibly good when combined with a high rate of fire, and it can be further increased with the mod at 2 loadout points. Although this mod is good, I think the standard blind fire is probably good enough for all their close range needs that you can probably avoid it. The damage to the body at a range of up to 19 meters is 15, which will down in 7 shots, to which will then decrease down to 8 shots up to a range of 25 meters, and after that it'll take 9 shots up to 80 meters, which is as far as I tested. Now the headshot damage at close range is 30, which will allow it to down in 4 shots up to a range of 28 meters, to which will then down in 5 shots all the way up to 80. The weak damage range is one of the defining balancing features of this gun and makes it very suitable for close to slightly moderate range encounters. However, the accuracy and recoil, if controlled properly, can make it usable at even longer ranges if you can get enough bullets down range. Because there are so many damage variations with this gun, I'm just going to focus on the maximum damage at the best range in terms of TTK. The 7 body shot TTK is 0.9545, and the 4 headshot TTK is 0.5454. The ADS time is almost instantaneous at 0.2 seconds, which will allow you to have the advantage of getting your gun up first in a gunfight. The recoil may be slightly high and the accuracy is slightly low, but if you learn how to control the recoil and accuracy using the right analog stick, you can get it to a good level, which will allow you to down enemies at a respectable distance. Unfortunately, there are no available recoil or accuracy mods to help you. The Silencer is another mod that costs 2 loadout points that may be good for those that want to be more sneaky, but honestly I don't see the Enforcer as a defensive or sneaky weapon, so it doesn't make much sense to put a primarily defensive mod on it. In terms of tips and tricks for the Enforcer, it really depends on if you're going to use it as a secondary or a primary. If you're going to use it as a secondary, then use it however you like, because it's really just there to be backup. However, if you're going to use it as a primary, then I recommend a more close range game style, but at the same time keep some distance between you and your opponent. Also, go for headshots whenever possible to reduce your TTK and to save ammo. I find that it is super easy to get headshots with this gun, and they really do help. If you are considering using a hero weapon, then I'd only do so if you are using it as a primary, in which case I recommend Drake's at 4 loadout points with the reload speed and clip capacity mods. Actually, this is a rare case, for pretty much all of the hero weapons are really good in their own right, so feel free to use any of them, but Drake's is my personal favorite. In terms of a good loadout, I use it with my medic loadout, which includes Drake's Enforcer, the Chintamani Stone, Revive Pack, Helping Hand 3, Gifting 3, Cash Strip 1, and Combat Revive 2. And that's about it, guys. I want to give a big shout out to Chris the Ram for helping me with this video. The next video is going to be on the AK-47, and the previous video was on the Mettler M30. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Cheers.